You know, those days when you just need something sweet, but the oven feels like too much. Still, your heart says chocolate. That's where this cake comes in. No oven, no problem. Just one pan, and this rich, soft, chocolatey hug in every bite. It's simple, it's warm, it's real, and yeah, one bite may cause uncontrollable joy. Let's make it. You know, this recipe is really easy, and just in case you're wondering, yes, I'll even tell you how to make this in the microwave too. In a mixing bowl, add brown sugar. I prefer brown over white because it adds a caramel-like, slightly smoky richness, and it complements chocolate beautifully. Now add cocoa powder. This brings out that bold, deep, luxurious chocolate flavor we all crave. Sift the cocoa, then add hot water. You know, when you mix cocoa with hot water, it actually blooms. That means the flavor deepens, intensifies, and gives your cake that rich, chocolatey soul. Give it a good mix. Next, add a splash of white vinegar, a dash of vanilla extract, and some warm milk. Not cold. Warm milk blends better and helps everything come together more smoothly. Mix it gently. Now lastly, add vegetable oil. It's what keeps your cake soft, moist, and tender. Not just a day, but for days. Mix it all together and set it aside for a while. Now let's move to the dry ingredients. Take a large mixing bowl. Add your flour. You can use cake flour or all-purpose, whatever you have on hand. Then add baking powder and baking soda. These are your leavening agents. They're the reason your cake will rise light and fluffy. Sift everything together well. Sifting makes the mixture airy and removes lumps. It's a small step that makes a big difference. Now add just 1/3 teaspoon of salt. It may seem small, but salt balances and enhances the chocolate flavor. Don't skip it. Now combine both. Pour the wet ingredients into the dry. Mix slowly, gently, just enough to bring everything together. Don't overmix, and we're not making bread. Look at this batter. Smooth, rich. It already looks amazing, right? Let's get the pan ready. I'm using a vegetable spray. If you don't have spray, you can also use butter or oil, anything that prevents sticking. Then line the base with baking paper. Now pour the batter in, slowly. Fill only around 30% of the pan, because as it bakes, the cake will rise. If you fill it too much, the outside will cook, but the inside will stay uncooked. That's a common mistake, and now you won't make it. Place the pan on the lowest heat setting, low to medium, never on high. High heat will burn the bottom and leave the middle raw. Cover the pan with a lid and let it cook for about 25 to 30 minutes, or until a toothpick comes out clean. Make sure, always use a thick bottom pan. That's really important. Turn off the heat and let it rest for 10 to 15 minutes. This little pause keeps the cake moist and makes it easier to remove without breaking. Once the cake is done, set it aside for a little while. And now, let's make that rich, smooth chocolate sauce. Place a heavy bottom pan on the stove. Pour in the cream and bring it to a gentle simmer over medium heat. Be careful, we don't want it burning or sticking at the bottom. Once the cream is hot, turn off the heat and add your chocolate. Now don't stir just yet, let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes so the chocolate can melt slowly. After that, give it a good whisk. And just look at that smooth, glossy, chocolatey magic. Once it's fully melted and silky, add butter. Whisk again until it all comes together. That butter adds shine, smoothness, and gives the sauce that professional, velvety finish. You can see it here, so smooth, so shiny, and yes, it smells absolutely delicious. Once the sauce is ready, keep it aside to cool slightly. Now let's unmold the cake. It's been resting for about 15 minutes. Gently remove the baking paper, but just look at that. So soft and so moist. Now comes the best part. Pour that warm chocolate sauce all over the top. Let it drip down the sides. Let it soak in. Enjoy your delicious homemade chocolate cake without oven, no eggs. Just love. Looks amazing, right? If you want to make this in the microwave, that's super easy too. I had some batter left, so I'm using it. Grab a flat, microwave-safe bowl, line it with baking paper, and pour in the remaining batter. Now place it in the microwave and cook on high for about 5 minutes. The time may vary depending on your microwave and the size of the bowl, so keep an eye on it. But trust me, this method works beautifully. The cake comes out soft, fluffy, and with perfect texture. So, which one will you try first, pan or microwave? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear which one worked best for you. So how was the recipe? If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone who doesn't have an oven or who needs a little chocolate joy in their day. Try it at home and let me know how it turned out in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more no-oven recipes just like this. Until then, enjoy every bite and I'll see you in the next one.